Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Elite Series 22, The Big Show. Certainly a much older WWE figure. This of course is Big Show from 2012 when he was the World Heavyweight Champion, having great battles with Mark Henry and Sheamus. Very excited to get this guy opened up, mainly for what's inside, and that is an Elite World Heavyweight Championship belt. So very excited about that. What's interesting, he comes in the old style WWE packaging. That for me is my favourite WWE logo, the old Attitude Era style logo. I was always a big fan of that. Of course, now we've got the sleeker design, the Reality Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era, whichever era it is. Lately, WWE TV has not been as good as what it once was. I think that's for sure. Nice shot of Big Show at the bottom there. What's interesting is he is happy. This is definitely a much more angrier Big Show face, which is a nice relief considering recently we've been getting a lot of sad Big Shows. So let's get this guy opened up and out of packaging. Taking a look on the back, nice shot of Big Show. Some career highlights. Weight 7 foot, that's huge. 441, massive, awesome. He's from Tampa, Florida. I didn't know that. It says the Chokeslam and WMD. He has not done the Chokeslam for a long time, and I hope, well, I think that's because of the PG related thing. But that's a real shame. That for me and the Showstopper were two of the best Big Show moves. The ultimate Big Show, the definitive Big Show for me, when he was booked the best, was when he was ECW champion. He just destroyed everybody. Look up on YouTube or the WWE Network the ECW One Night Stand 2005 pay-per-view where Big Show debuts for ECW, that is. And he comes in the ring after a battle royal and literally just throws everyone around. He completely destroys Nunzio, which is really worth watching. It's just an entertaining thing, and it's a shame that they've never really booked Big Show to be that dominant force that he is. Recently they've done a good job with the rivalry for the IC title with Ryback. I think that's actually pretty solid, and they've definitely made Big Show and Kane look pretty tank with examples like the Royal Rumble where they just destroyed everyone. I'm really not a fan of the WMD though. A lot of times you can see that he's hasn't got his fist clenched. And he just sort of throws it out there, which is kind of lame, but still. The read-up on the back, you can pause the video and read for yourself. It basically just talks about 2012, his battles with Sheamus and Mark Henry. Other figures in the set, of course, are Tensai, the Giant, which I will review for some point. Will review at some point for you guys when I do an NWO week, which is coming up soon. Damien Sandow, someone who was doing really well in the feud with The Miz, who's doing nothing now. Kane, of course, and then the People's Champ, my man, The Rock. So let's get Big Show opened up and out of packaging. Okay, and here we have Big Show opened up and out of packaging. And honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this guy. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. The face is fantastic. That's a really awesome Big Show face. No complaints there. I'll bring in a more recent basic Big Show. You can see as time goes on, his head gets fatter. But they're actually very, very different. I thought that these two figures would be pretty similar. They're actually fairly different, which is interesting. Moving through, we can see I love the camo military style Big Show singlet that he's wearing, which looks kind of cool. Moving down, taking a look at the back. One thing that you've got to give Mattel credit for, they do a great job with their paint apps. Some of the jacks at times were hit and miss, but not with these. These are actually pretty solid. Taking a look at the side, we see the nice detail of the tiger tattoo. Just for comparison, I'll bring in here a more modern Big Show. You can see that the tattoo is really different. I wasn't expecting it to be that different. It's huge on the basic Big Show and really tiny on the Elite. So I'm not sure if in 2012 and 2015 in that time he's changed it. But yeah, the tattoos on the basic are quite a bit larger, which is very surprising, especially considering the Elite Big Show is just slightly taller as well. So I think, honestly, if I zoom in, the detail on the basic is a little better than on the Elite. So that's pretty interesting. Very interesting, actually. You also lose the other tattoos Big Show has on his foot because he's wearing the black down here, the tape. Yeah, and then on the back he's got Bess. Is it Bess? It's not on the back of the newer Big Show, so I'm not sure what exactly that is or what that signifies, but that's pretty much a rundown of the detail on Big Show. Now, in terms of articulation, he's got a very wobbly ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel bicep, bend at the elbow, standard wrist articulation. He's got the ab crunch, standard ab crunch, swivel waist, ball-jointed legs, swivel in the thigh, double bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and then standard ankle articulation as well. So a decent range of movement in this guy. It's just a shame that, honestly, I'm really not a big fan. He looked a lot better in the packaging. Now, Big Show comes with 2 accessories. The first is a beanie, which basically slots on like so. It does sort of fit on the other Big Show, but it looks pretty ridiculous. So I'm not going to keep it there. And then the real reason I picked this guy up was for this. The Mattel Elite World Heavyweight Championship. Now, just for comparison, I've got here the basic Mattel World Heavyweight title. And you can see there's quite a big difference. The Elite is definitely much nicer. Now, for those who don't know, I basically started watching WCW when my cousins were watching it in the 90s. Was never a big WWE fan until the Ruthless Aggression era when I started watching. But always, for me, the World Heavyweight title has been the championship for me. I love the way it looks. I think it's just the coolest looking title. I remember it in WCW. I remember it when I started watching WWE. Triple H and Shawn Michaels had their feud over it. 2 great champions. And then, of course, you had Goldberg and Scott Steiner, who's never won it, but trying to do it. So a lot of WCW guys that competed for it. Kevin Nash. So I always loved this championship, and then eventually Triple H lost it to Batista, and then Benoit and Randy Orton, etc. So really cool title. Just to compare it to, say, the Jacks. If I bring in here the various iterations we've got over the years, we've got the big gold belt from WCW that came with the Jacks DDP Classic Superstars. We've got the standard Jacks. I think the standard World Heavyweight title looks a lot nicer than the standard Mattel title, but definitely the Elite is the best of the lot. That is a beautiful championship belt. Just for size comparison, I've got another big WWE Mattel figure, and that's the Kevin Nash Diesel figure from Series 18, I believe. You can see they're about on par. Big Show is a little bit taller. Honestly, though, I'd probably give this guy a miss. The newer basic Big Show I actually prefer to the Elite, which I really wasn't expecting. If you're a big Show fan and you've got to get one, then at least this comes with the World Heavyweight title, but otherwise you could probably give this guy a miss. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Elite Series 22, The Big Show.